Think about this. Every single choice you make either gives you energy or takes it away. It's not just about diet or exercise or sleep, it's deeper than that. And your tiny daily decisions, the ones you barely notice, are shaping how you feel, how you show up, and how much you're able to give to the things that really matter. Take conversations, for example. When you constantly engage in small talk that feels forced, or when you're stuck in cycles of gossip or shallow conversations that go nowhere, it doesn't just waste time, it depletes your mental and emotional reserves. Humans are wired for deep connection. But when our social energy is spent on surface-level interactions, we feel lonelier, more isolated, and less energized. Even if we've been social all day long. Now let's look at how you talk to yourself. The voice inside your head, that constant narrator, is either fueling you or draining you. When your inner dialogue is filled with self-criticism, doubt, or guilt, you're spending energy just trying to survive yourself. Imagine having someone follow you around all day, pointing out everything you do wrong, comparing you to others, questioning your worth. It would be exhausting. And yet, many of us do that to ourselves every single day. No wonder we feel tired. There's also this need to be constantly reachable. You keep your phone on, your notifications buzzing, your email open, just in case someone needs something. You're on call 24/7. But this hypervigilance creates low-level anxiety that never fully lets you relax. You're always halfway somewhere else, never fully present, never truly offline. That mental split adds up, making rest less restful, and work more overwhelming. And what about decision fatigue? You might not think choosing what to wear, what to eat, or which task to start matters much, but every tiny decision uses up a bit of mental energy. The more decisions you have to make, the more drained you feel. That's why routines are powerful. They reduce the number of choices you need to make, giving your mind more space to focus on what really matters. Even your digital habits affect your energy more than you realize. How many open tabs are you juggling right now? How many half-finished articles, unread messages, pending tasks? All that open-ended digital clutter creates a feeling of incompleteness. It tells your brain you're not done yet. That sense of being constantly behind, even when you're not actively doing anything, creates stress. And stress burns energy. Let's also not ignore the toll of ignoring your needs. Skipping meals because you're too busy. It's holding your bladder. During meetings, sitting in discomfort instead of stretching. These are small things, but every time you ignore a basic need, you're signaling to your body that survival isn't a priority, and your body responds by conserving energy. It slows you down, clouds your thinking, dampens your motivation. Then there's the emotional labor we carry without realizing it, trying to keep the peace in difficult relationships, managing other people's feelings, smiling when you're sad, laughing when you're anxious. The kind of performance, that pressure to always be okay, even when you're not, it eats away at your reserves. True rest isn't just physical, it's emotional too. And if you never get to be fully yourself, you never fully recharge. Have you ever noticed how draining it is to work on things that don't align with your values? Even if they pay well or seem worth it, doing work that doesn't feel meaningful creates inner resistance. Your mind and heart aren't on the same page, and that disconnect drains your energy faster than any long day. On the flip side, even hard work can feel energizing if it aligns with your purpose. Another hidden habit is poor transitions, jumping from task to task without pause, going from work to family to chores without a breath. When you don't give yourself a moment to mentally switch gears, you carry the stress from one part of your day into the next. You might finish a tough meeting, but without a reset, you bring that tension into dinner with your family. Your mind never gets to truly reset. And that constant mental carryover adds invisible weight to everything you do. And here's a big one: lack of play. As adults, we often dismiss fun as unproductive. But play, real, unstructured, joyful activity is vital for mental energy. When was the last time you laughed until your stomach hurt, danced without thinking, played a silly game, or created something just for fun? That's not wasted time. That's energy generation. It's what resets your brain, lifts your mood, and reconnects you with your aliveness. Let's revisit boundaries, not just with other people, but with yourself. Do you let work bleed into your weekends? You promise to take breaks but keep working anyway? Do you scroll instead of sleep or stay in toxic situations out of guilt? Boundaries protect your energy. Without them, you're leaking power constantly. You don't need to be rigid or cold, just clear. Clear about what's okay for your peace and what's not. Even your breathing affects your energy. Most of us breathe shallowly, especially when stressed. But deep, intentional breathing floods your body with oxygen, calms your nervous system, and resets your focus. You don't need a fancy meditation practice. Just pause. Inhale slowly. Exhale fully. Do it a few times a day. That simple habit can change everything. Comparison is another invisible thief. We all do it, scrolling through someone else's life and feeling behind. But every time you compare, you shift from your own path to someone else's. You lose sight of your progress, your joy, your pace, and that disconnection is exhausting. You start chasing goals that aren't yours, living by timelines that aren't meant for you. That kind of living is heavy. But when you focus on your own lane, your energy returns. There's also the habit of ignoring joy. We wait for vacations, promotions, or weekends to be happy. But what about now? Joy doesn't have to be big. It can be a good song, a deep breath, a kind word, a sunrise. When you stop looking for joy in the future and start planting it in your everyday life, your energy shifts. You feel lighter, more present, more alive. Joy doesn't drain you. It fills you. And finally, there's this idea that you have to earn rest, that you must be exhausted, overworked, and running on empty to deserve a break. But that mindset keeps you trapped in a cycle of burnout. Rest isn't a reward, it's a requirement. You're not a machine. You're a human being, and you deserve to rest simply because you exist. When you start noticing these innocent habits, the ones that drain without warning, you regain your power. You begin to see how much control you actually have. You don't need a total life overhaul. You just need to become more aware, more intentional, more honest with yourself. Energy doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from aligning your life with what truly supports you. From doing less of what drains you and more of what feeds your soul. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not failing. You're likely just tired from carrying too much, doing too much, and neglecting the quiet whispers of your own needs. So today, choose to reclaim your energy. One habit at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time.